So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, Collegeville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a K-Hawk. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1, 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's a little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapest crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play no sports. I play my cards right. Now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm the back cause everybody rolling with me, K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, all the freshmen, sophomores,
High school champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good evening, everyone, as we welcome you to the Panther Dome here in O'Fallon at O'Fallon Township High School as we get you set for some Lady K-Hawk basketball action tonight as your Collinsville K-Hawks get ready to take on the O'Fallon Lady Panthers. I am Todd Duke, and Chris Kettler will be along here in just a moment as we welcome you into the Cullip Jennings Florist pregame show. Cullip Jennings Florist, a staple in the Collinsville area, has been for generations. Cullip Jennings Florist is located at 517 West Clay Street. You can stop in for weekly specials. Right now, of course, Christmas time is on the minds of everyone, as well as Cullip Jennings Florist. Poinsettias are on sale at Cullip Jennings, as well as your Christmas grave blankets and many other items that you can find at Cullip Jennings Florist. Not just a flower shop. Think of it as a gift shop as well. And with Christmas coming up, maybe they have something that you need. Cullip Jennings Florist, 344-0404 or online at cullipjennings.com. Collinsville comes into this game with an overall record of 4-3. They are 0-2 in conference play, while the O'Fallon Panthers come in at 6-1 overall, and they are the opposite in conference play. They stand at 2-0. Collinsville, of course, coached by Lori Billy. She is in her 10th year. Nick Nolhoff is the coach of O'Fallon, and he is in his 3rd year, and right now he stands at 56-15. Coach Lori Billy overall is 118 and 131. And Chris Kettler, if you add that up, that equals 249. So today is Coach Billy's 250th game coached as the Lady K-Hawk head coach. How about that?
Yeah, how about that? She's been around 10th season right now, right?
Yep.
Doing a great job here for the ladies. Been around here, haven't had a whole lot of coaches, I think, in the time. A lot of them have stuck around over the years, and it's nice to see that consistency and not have, a new coach every year. Some programs get stuck in having a
turnover after turnover.
Just a lot of that, but we got a good coach out there.
We do, but right now they are struggling a little bit. They started off the season like gangbusters, winning 4 straight and taking the Nashville Thanksgiving tournament, and that was in November. But since December has flipped, they have not won a game. The Collinsville Lady Jayhawks haven't.
Yeah, some real tough games out there to start. I had CM and Edwardsville at home following the tournament. They're some of the top teams in the state, and then a tough game at East St. Louis. Haven't been able to find that win just yet outside of the confines of the Nashville's Assembly Hall.
No, they have not, and they hope to change that tonight. We are going to take a break here on the Culp Jennings Florist pregame show. When we come back, my conversation with head coach Lori Billy. We talked about her coaching in her 250th game, and of course, getting ready for these O'Fallon Lady Panthers. The pregame interview comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Kahok Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Kahok Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Kahok Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Kahok Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Kahok Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at kahokjennings.com.
And once again, we welcome you back into the Culp Jennings Florist pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. Our first road basketball game of the year, today and tomorrow. Tomorrow the boys, and today the girls. And we're in O'Fallon as your Lady Jayhawks get ready to take on the Lady Panthers from O'Fallon. Visiting with us now is Collinsville head coach Lori Billy. I told you the last time I talked to you that the game here at O'Fallon would be number 250 for you as a head coach. So talk to me about how that makes you feel and thinking about all the games you've already done.
Makes me feel old. You think about 250 games. That's a lot of games. 10 years worth, obviously, and it's amazing. You look back and I think about that first year that I started as head coach, and it seems like yesterday, and yet some days it seems like a lifetime ago. So a lot of fun times, a lot of good games, amazing kids over the years. Collinsville, the community of Collinsville, really, we're blessed with some amazing young women, and it's been my honor to coach them in those 250 games. So it's been fun.
Now, I did some more adding because that's about the only thing I know how to do math-wise. I went back and looked at Coach McFall's record, and you started with him as an assistant for his first year, so this would be your 566th game as a coach in the system for the Collinsville Lady Jayhawks.
That's got to set some kind of record, right? Wow, that's a lot of games. Yeah, I was with Coach McFall for 11 years as the assistant of our JV coach, and yeah, 10. That's 500, 600 almost. That's a lot of games.
Now, this is assuming you never missed any games as an assistant where you weren't sick or taking care of family or anything like that. Have you ever missed a game?
You know what? I have not. I've been sick. I've been at games where I've been sick. I actually did miss a JV game only because the freshman coach was sick, and I had to go coach the freshman game because it was at a different site. And Steve had to coach the JV game for me because he had to cover that. So that's the only time I missed a JV game.
All right, well, still you coached, so that counts.
That's right.
All right, let's talk about your girls. It's almost like right now it's a split season, man. You guys had a great November, and your December sucks so far.
Well, yeah, and we know it, and we're not happy with it. We felt like, coming out of the Nashville tournament that we were going to catch some tough games at the beginning of December, but we felt like we could compete. I felt like we competed initially against CM. I felt like we were in the game, the majority of the game against Edwardsville. East St. Louis game, honestly, it might have been a gut check for us, and it might have been something we needed to get ourselves straightened out and figure out what we've got to do to win. And the thing is, these kids can play. They're a great basketball team. They've just got some growing to do yet, and so that's where we are.
Found out just a couple of days ago that the sites have been announced for the upcoming playoffs this year, and you guys get to host at the regionals at Collinsville this year.
Yeah, we do. We're really excited about that. We had requested it. Of course, Coach Smith, our AD, tries to put in for every regional that he can so that he can expose, obviously, Collinsville and our facilities. And so we had talked about it back in the spring. I said, hey, let's work on getting a regional. And he said, absolutely. So he texted me and said, "Hey, we got it," and we're really excited about that. That's a lot of fun. It's great for our kids to be able to have a regional in their own gym and in their own space, and so we not that I'm wanting to rush the season, but we are looking forward to that for sure.
All right, how's the healthier team at this point?
Well, we're hurt. I've got some kids that are still out that we were hoping would be back by now. Got a couple sick. A couple of my seniors are not feeling the best. But it's that time of year, and we've been around each other for a month and a half, and that happens. I mean, it happens. We're trying to stay healthy.
We have O'Fallon tonight. Let's talk about one of their girls, Amelia Bell. Man, last year she just lit it up as a sophomore, and so far this year as a junior, she's doing the same thing.
Yeah, she's a great player. She's got great range. She can go outside. She can come inside. She's quick with the ball. She's aggressive. She's not going to go away. She really follows the ball. Once she takes a shot, if she doesn't make it, she's right there to get the rebound, and she's a great player.
And on your side of the court, Bell, by the way, she leads her team in points and rebounds. You have the same kind of thing on your team with Katie Knutson.
Yeah, Katie is, honestly, Katie is every coach's dream. She's the kind of kid that you want to see walk into your gym. Very coachable, great kid, great teammate, wants nothing but the best for her team, and does everything she can to make sure that her team is involved in every aspect of the game. Just a natural-born leader, and her ability, her athletic ability, and her knowledge of the game it's impressive.
All right, what's it going to take to beat O'Fallon tonight? What worries you about them?
They're going to be quick. They're going to pressure us. They're going to put pressure on the ball, and we just have to be patient and take care of the ball. Tonight we're going to have to play possession basketball, where we just possess the ball and try to keep it at our pace and not get into a foot race with them, and take care of the ball defensively as well, trying to get boards and not letting them get second looks, and offensively, like I said, just running our offense and settling in and settling down.
Thanks for the visit, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
And that's head coach Lori Billy of your Collinsville Lady Cahawks basketball team. We'll take a break. We'll set the starting lineups, more names, more numbers, all that and more coming up on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Call Up Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Call Up Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Call Up Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Call Up Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Call Up Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at callupjennings.com.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they do catering, wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses and delicious sides. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road, or check out the lunch buffet at the Columbus Plaza location on 157 in Collinsville. Call Cafe Agape at 345-CAFE, 345-2233. Yes, they still cater. Cafe Agape, that's some good eats.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahawk Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5600 888-888-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Call Up Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Call Up Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Call Up Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Call Up Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Call Up Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at callupjennings.com.
Well, once again, we welcome you back to the Panther Dome here at O'Fallon Township High School. Todd Duke, Chris Kettler along with you as we get you set for this game between Collinsville and O'Fallon. These two teams will meet again. It'll happen at Collinsville High School, and that'll be on the 30th of January of the new year. Told you about the Lady Kahawks starting off the season at the Nashville tournament, winning that and going 4-0. In that time, they scored 208 points. In the 3 losses since then, they have scored 120. In the championship of the Nashville tournament, they gave up 139, and in the 3-game losing streak, the Lady Kahawks have given up 175. So they've gone a little backwards here as the season has progressed after that tournament. For O'Fallon, they started off the year with a 4-game winning streak. They beat Peoria Richwoods, Chatham Glenwood, Hazelwood Central, and Normal Community before they finally lost a game at Whitfield and lost that game by 1 point, 55-54. Since then, they have rattled off 2 Southwestern Conference wins in a row with a win over Belleville East last week and a win over Alton this past Tuesday. Last year, O'Fallon ended up going 25-5. They beat Springfield last year for their first regional championship since the 06-07 season before they ended up losing to Edwardsville in the sectional semifinal. And we told you about the only loss this year to Whitfield. Since then, the back-to-back wins. We will look at the history of this team, or of this rivalry over the last 20 years, and we'll do that in just a moment as we continue here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Call Up Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Call Up Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Call Up Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Call Up Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Call Up Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at callupjennings.com.
Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahawk alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs and sauces and donates 25 cents a unit sold to first responder and military organizations to aid the fallen and assist with suicide prevention and PTSD awareness. Stop on by. See the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place world champion Patriot sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com. All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent customer service. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or on Facebook at All Pro Tees. Or call All Pro Tees at 344-2200.
Are the lights on your dashboard putting on a show? Bring it to Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is also a T3 certified tire center. They can handle all of the basics like oil changes and tune-ups and the not-so-basics like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations: Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville. The Collinsville location is at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611, online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook.
Ogle Auctions in Collinsville, the newest in online auctioning. Go to ogleauctionshighbid.com. That's HIBid.com to check out what's up for bid in the next auction. Ogle Auctions deals with everyday items like board games, t-shirts, and more, to collectibles, whether that is a vehicle, vinyl records, or vintage toys. Or how about a trolley car? And Ogle Auctions is always on the lookout for more items. Check out their next online auction at ogleauctionshighbid.com. That's ogleauctionshibid.com. Or call Kim Ogle today at 618-980-4530.
Call Up Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Call Up Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Call Up Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Call Up Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Call Up Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at callupjennings.com.
And once again, we welcome you back to the Panther Dome here at O'Fallon Township High School. Todd Duke and Chris Kettler along with you, getting you ready for this one between Collinsville and O'Fallon. Here are your starters. We'll begin with the O'Fallon Lady Panthers. Kayla Gordon, the 5'5" senior, on the floor tonight, as well as Kendall Sheppy, a 5'7" senior. Amelia Bell, a 6' junior. Paige Mueller, a 5'6" senior. And Shannon Dowell, a 5'9" freshman, on the floor for the Lady Panthers. For your Collinsville Kahawks, Faith Wilgegren, the 5'7" senior. Astasia Bush, the 5'9" junior. Katie Knutson, the 5'11" senior. Riley Doyle, the 5'7" junior. And Kristen Mitchell, the 6' senior. Amelia Bell is the leader of most offensive categories for O'Fallon as Collinsville tips the ball over into the backcourt, and O'Fallon gets the first possession. And we are underway here in quarter number 1. I'll warn you right now, I'll try to keep track of the scoreboard the best I can, but it's sitting on a chair, my laptop is, and that requires me to bend down about 500 times per game, and we might just update it at the end of every quarter. There's a miss and a rebound. Collinsville gets the first board of the night. Bush brings it down. She takes the shot a little too far. It rolls across the side of the rim on the far side, and O'Fallon gets this rebound. Here is Bell, and Bell starts the scoring for O'Fallon. Bell, coming into this game, leads her team with 102 points, averaging 14.6 a game. She also leads in the rebound department as well, as Bell has pulled down 58 rebounds on the year, and she is averaging 8.3 per game, so she's almost averaging double-double. Whistle was for what? I missed it. I was reading.
Yeah, it's foul reaching in there. O'Fallon's coach didn't like that. Reaching in there up at the top of the key, putting pressure on somebody like that. silly foul to take, but Kahok's end up turning it over.
And the foul belongs against Shannon Dowell, the 5'9 freshman. Dowell having a pretty good freshman year, 64 points on the year. She's almost averaging double digits at 9.1 per game, Collinsville, we mentioned her name in the pregame show. Katie Knutson, 77 points. Her and Kristen Mitchell both have 77, so they're averaging 11 points a game. Knutson with 48 rebounds on the year, averaging 6.9, and there is another turnover by Shannon Dowell, and the young freshman is having a rough start to this game.
And her and Bush came together a little bit there, but couldn't set her feet right. Too many steps.
2-0 in favor of O'Fallon. Here is Faith Liljegren, the senior leader for this Lady Kahok soccer team. She almost lost the ball as well. She's being watched by Gordon. Now Liljegren gets it over to Doyle. Doyle in between the two circles. Sends it over onto the wing for Bush. Bush dribbles, drives, baseline. Gets around a couple, but she traveled to do so, and each team now has committed a turnover. Each team has also had a rebound, and I wish I could say each team has scored, but Fallon's the only one to do that so far, as the Lady Panthers bring the ball up court with their 5'9 freshman, Shannon Dowell. She's met by Astasia Bush at the top of the key. Dowell dumps it off over on the far wing to Sheppy. Three-point shot from Bell, and that one misses the mark. And the rebound belongs to O'Fallon. Lady Panthers still with it at the top of the key. A dribble drive by Gordon has the ball knocked away by Faith Liljegren. Liljegren moves the ball up court. She set a single season mark for steals last year for the Lady Kahawks. Dumps it off to Mitchell. Mitchell goes strong to the net, and she is pushed from behind. I believe Amelia Bell is going to be guilty of that foul.
It's been an interesting matchup so far. Bell and Mitchell. Bell tries that three-pointer down there, and now Mitchell tries to take her to the hole. Keep an eye on that matchup throughout the game.
Here is Kristen Mitchell at the free throw line, and Collinsville is on the board. Kristen Mitchell coming in, 56%, 14 of 25 from the charity stripe in the early year, and she hits both, and we're tied at 2. 2 minutes gone. There's a turnover, and Collinsville gets the ball right back. Here is Faith Liljegren to Knutson from the free throw line. A bounce pass to Bush, and then Mitchell gets it, and at the free throw line has the ball stripped right out of her hands by Dowell just when she was going to make the shot. And O'Fallon brings it down, and Dowell is on the board as well. 4-2 in favor of O'Fallon. 5:40 to play here in this opening quarter. Here is Knutson. Knutson dribbles it up over on the left side, penetrates the zone, gives it up to Bush. Bush across the paint to Liljegren. Liljegren on the right wing. Ball overhead. Collinsville in their new purple jerseys. As Bush dribbles once, picks it up. Mitchell for three from the far side, a little bit too far. Bush gets the rebound, puts it back up and in, and she'll go to the line for a bonus shot.
Lucky to get that one up there and got it to kiss off the glass.
5:20 to play. And Bush gets her first 2 points. She'll head to the line shooting one. 44.4% on the early season, having hit 4 of 9 here in the first 7 games. Bush can't get that one to fall. And a whistle on the rebound.
Tie up there. Knutson and Mr. tied up with that one, and arrow favors Kahawks.
Yeah, so Collinsville will get the ball back regardless of the missed rebound. Here is Doyle on the inbound to Knutson. Baseline, she's double-teamed, kicks it out to Bush, finds Liljegren on the run, off the glass, can't get it to fall.
Let's hear her stay on the run with that one. She got the ball and stopped a little bit there in the middle of the paint before continuing on to the hoop.
Told you Knutson and Mitchell are tied for the team lead at 77 points. Behind them is Faith Liljegren with her 58. Here is Kayla Gordon, the 5'5" senior. She'll hand the ball off to Aubrey Mister. And then to Dowell. Dowell, a hop, skip, and a jump through the lane. Takes the shot, count the bucket, and the bruise. 6-4 right now in favor of O'Fallon. Foul belongs to Kristen Mitchell. That's her first, team first. And Dowell from the free throw line. And it's at 12 of 16 on the year, and she'll miss that one, and Bush was the only one that followed the ball and went in for the rebound. And the Kahawks bring the ball up court. Here is Bush, a little hook shot pass to Mitchell off the glass, uses a bit of the rim as well. Nice basket there by Collinsville. We're tied at 6. Here comes Gordon. Gordon off the glass, can't get it to go, and then Knutson, after a little help from Kristen Mitchell, pulls down the rebound for the Kahawks. Here is Katie, tied 6-6, 4.5 to go here in this first quarter. Here is Liljegren trying to work herself around Dowell. Dumps it off and travels.
She had a good eye for it there to find Mitchell wide open underneath. Just one too many steps.
6-6. And here comes Gordon once again. Gordon over on the right wing in front of Coach Billy. Hands the ball off to Bell. Bell over on the wing to Mister. Top of the key once again. Bell, three-point shot. She misses that one as well. And O'Fallon is 0 for 3 from the three-point range. Rebound belongs to Collinsville. Mitchell gets the shot, can't get it off. Liljegren with the rebound and the putback, good for 2. Here's Gordon, a fast break to Bell. Bell only has Doyle to beat, and she can't find the basket. Instead, she finds rim, and Nastasia Bush pulls down the rebound once again. Here is Katie Knutson. Right now, Collinsville out rebounding O'Fallon 5-3. Here's Knutson. Over on the far side, Mitchell at a give and go, and a blocking foul going to be called against O'Fallon. And Avery Christopher, the 5'5 sophomore in the game for the first time, picks up her team's 3rd foul. Make that 4th. I only have 3. Scoreboard has 4. Not sure who has the other one. And they got Kristen Mitchell over there having 2. Does she have 2? We only have 1 up there, but we got 2 over there. Here is Mitchell. Over to Doyle. Doyle, nice head fake. Drives baseline, has the ball knocked out of her hands. 4th turnover for the Lady K-Hawks, and a bounce pass to Bell just outside the lane. And Kristen Mitchell steals it right back. 4 turnovers each now. Here is Knutson. She slows things down, waits for her teammates to set up.
Yeah. Liljegren had something wrong with her shoe. They had to slow it down. Now she gets back in the play.
Bush back to Knutson. Bluffs the 3. Inside the perimeter. Takes the shot. Good! Katie Knutson on the board for the first time tonight.
It's a little outside shot. I think got to take it to the hole that time. If they can leave you open from there, take it.
Collinsville up by a score of 10-6 now. With the ball is Aubrey Mister. Mister with a pass over here on the wing to Christopher. She'll take a shot from there. Another missed three-pointer by O'Fallon. And another missed three-pointer turns into another rebound for Collinsville. And now we're going to have a timeout called. We're going to have one called by Coach Lori Billy. It is a 30-second timeout, so we will step aside for that long as well. And we're back in just a moment here on the K-Hawk Sports Network.
The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KHawkSports.com and the K-Hawk Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org.
Back here at O'Fallon High School, Todd Duke, Chris Kettler along with you. Here is Doyle dishing it off to Bush. Collinsville leads by a score of 10-6, 2:35 left to play here in this opening quarter. Kristen Mitchell with the ball, gives it back to Bush. Bush will head backwards toward the midcourt stripe, slow things down, lets her teammates reset. Top of the Bush, or top of the key, Bush drives Mitchell, and a charging foul is going to go against Kristen Mitchell, and now she will have 2.
Just lowered down in there into Gordon. Gordon stood there guarding and took the charge.
So the O'Fallon Panthers bring the ball up, and here is Kayla Gordon. Gordon crosses the timeline, gives a pass over onto the wing for Christopher. Christopher bounces it out front now for Sheppy. Sheppy over on the far side. Gordon tried a one-arm bounce into Bell, but Kristen Mitchell picks that off. Collinsville heads back the other way, already leading by 4, looking for more. Knutson takes it all the way, and we're going to have a blocking foul, and Knutson will go up to the line for 2. This one is going to go against Sheppy. It'll be her first. Team 5th according to the board, but I only have them for 4. Here's Knutson at the free throw line, and she hits the first one. Katie, coming into this game, has hit 20 of 32 free throws, good for 62.5%. As Kristen Mitchell comes out of the game, and Doyle checks in instead. Or back in, I should say. Second shot for Knutson. That one rolls in as well. And Collinsville now up 12-6. Natalie Becker is into the game. Here comes Gordon for O'Fallon. She drives over on the left wing where she hands the ball off to Sheppy. Sheppy gets it back to Mueller. Back over to Sheppy. Three-point shot. That one misses the mark as well. And O'Fallon is ice cold from beyond the three-point stripe. Here is Knutson after the Liljegren after the rebound. Had a little trouble with it, but found the handle and gives it back. And here is Bush on the drive. She'll split through three defenders, and she'll accidentally take the ball out of bounds with her when she does.
Wasn't expecting the ball to fall back in her hands, and she grabbed it, continued on her way out of bounds. That's been the difference so far. O'Fallon ice cold on them threes.
Right now, it's 12-6. Collinsville has doubled up O'Fallon. Here's Bell.
Knutson on Bell now with Mitchell out of the game.
Almost got that one as well. And Knutson's better be careful with those hands. Here's a drive and a kick outside. Ball gets away and almost went into the backcourt. Nice save over there by Sheppy. And now a dribble and a drive by Mister, and she hits the bottom of the backboard, and it goes out of bounds. And that's the fifth turnover for O'Fallon.
Kahok defense really putting it on here. Only baskets O'Fallon really got has been back in transition. The Kahok's been able to set their defense. O'Fallon hasn't been able to do anything just yet.
Bush inbounds to Liljegren. Faith brings the ball up, being watched by Gordon all along the way. Faith, head of steam, dumps it off underneath. Nice job, but Becker couldn't finish. Collinsville gets the rebound, and Bush sends it back outside, and we're going to have a whistle anyway. That ball ends up going out of bounds.
Okay.
I know. I thought he blew the whistle before the ball made it out of bounds.
I did too, but I guess he's psychic.
45.9 seconds to play here in this first quarter. Collinsville up 12-6. Here is Dowell. Bell hands the ball off to Gordon. Gordon, top of the key, back to the freshman Dowell. She dribbles, drives, free throw line, kicks it back out to the top of the key. And Gordon redirects her teammates, and over on the far wing, Dowell moves from the left wing to the right wing. Back out front now for Mueller. Inside, Bell up, and no good. Boy, I tell you what, O'Fallon having a hard time finding a bucket right now, and the only thing that's helping them out is going to be a whistle on this one. To the free throw line will be Dowell. She's 0 for 1 already, as the first foul of the night belongs to Katie Knutson, and for Collinsville, that's their third. Dowell misses again.
Yeah, real short on that one, off the front and bottom of the rim.
Christopher comes back in, as does Mister. Bell. And Sheppy to the bench. Dowell, another shot coming her way. 16.1 seconds to go, and Dowell finally hits a free throw. Liljegren will inbound, and Collinsville will have enough time to see if they can tack on another bucket before the end of the half. Knutson in the backcourt, brings it up the far side to Doyle. Doyle stops in front of the scorer's bench. 9 seconds left. Double teamed, and now a turnover. And here comes Gordon trying to turn it into points. She does so. And that's going to do it for quarter number one. Collinsville had a 12-6 lead, and 3 straight points by O'Fallon has given them an opportunity to climb back to within 3 here as we get ready to head into quarter number 2. We're back with that second quarter coming your way in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
First National Bank of Waterloo, celebrating over 100 years of banking in the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo's O'Fallon branch office for your mortgage and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, come see Bill Metzger at First National Bank of Waterloo in O'Fallon. Call Bill at 618-632-1010. Visit him at 104 Regency Park in O'Fallon or online at fnbwaterloo.com. That's my bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
Back here at the Panther Dome, Todd Duke, Chris Kettler along with you on the Kahok Sports Network. A 12-9 advantage for Collinsville at the end of one quarter of play. And O'Fallon with the ball. Here is a three-point shot, top of the key. No good once again for Dowell. And then a whistle as Collinsville pulls down the rebound and starts heading the other way. 7.5 to go here in this second quarter, just underway in quarter number 2. As Faith Liljegren will inbound into the backcourt for Bush. And Bush trying to work her way around Mueller, who will follow her across the timeline. Bush over on the right wing, into the right-hand corner, bounces it on the wing to Becker. Becker back to Bush, but out of bounds. Oh, and tipped out of bounds, they're going to say, by Mueller. Got a finger on it. There is Jenna Scheller coming into the game for Collinsville. Knutson dumps it off to her in the paint. Top of the key, Bush for 3. Off the glass, won't go in. And then a whistle. And a foul coming up. That one is going to go against Jenna Scheller, the 6'2" freshman. Team fourth. Of course, it's her first. She just came in off the bench, and O'Fallon with the ball back. Here's a pass over to Sheppy. She'll launch another three-pointer. That one misses the mark as well. And a whistle afterwards. We'll give the ball back to Collinsville as Kayla Gordon will get called for her first foul. And the team, I still have them one less. Well, now they got them at 7.
So if that's really the 7th, that'll bring the bonus now.
Yeah. I don't have them for that many, but okay. I have been known to miss fouls before. I got many things going on up here. Still 12-9, and we are 1 minute and 4 seconds into the second quarter. Here is Katie Knutson, who has already hit 2 free throws, but couldn't get that one to fall. And the rebound belongs to O'Fallon. And the Panthers bring it up. Here is Kayla Gordon once again. Gordon drives over to the wing where she hands the ball off to Mister. Mister will do the same thing to Sheppy. Sheppy will pull up at the free throw line, take a shot right off the front of the rim. And the rebound belongs to Collinsville. Here is Knutson. To Doyle, and a tipped ball that is going to end up finding the hands of Mister. And Collinsville, that's about the only thing they've done wrong here in this game is they've turned the ball over too many times. And that one almost turned into 2 points. Then a rebound can't turn into 2 points. And then a ball on the floor. Here is Faith Liljegren. Liljegren brings the ball up court, being pressured over there by Sheppy. Gets around her, dumps it off to Scheller. Scheller's shot just falls a little bit too short, and the ball ends up going out of bounds. Collinsville will keep it. Avery Christopher checks back in for O'Fallon. We have 6:08 left to play here in this second quarter. And neither team has scored here in quarter number 2. Knutson's going to change that. Nope, rebound belongs to O'Fallon. Panthers bring it up. Fast break. Gordon down the right side of the lane and good for 2. So O'Fallon back to within 1. Here is Doyle. She gets double teamed, gets out of it with a pass to Liljegren. A slingshot pass, but Nastasia Bush couldn't finish it. And O'Fallon picks up another board. Here once again is Gordon. She dishes it off now to Christopher, who ditches it off to Amelia Bell. And just like that, O'Fallon takes the lead. And just like that, Coach Billy wants to take a timeout. So we will step aside for just a moment as well with 5:34 left to play here in quarter number 2. And we are back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background-checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
Todd Duke, Chris Kettler back with you from O'Fallon Township High School, where it is O'Fallon with the lead right now, 13-12 here in this second quarter. And Chris, if it wasn't for the 9 already turnovers that Collinsville has had, Kahawks would probably still be well in control of this game.
Kahawks turning the ball over leads to the points in transition for O'Fallon, getting back there, fast breaks. Because when we're out there in the half-court sets, O'Fallon is settling for threes and not knocking any of those down. So the Kahawks just got to settle down, not turn the ball over, and get back when they were down in transition.
And right now the Panthers are 0 for 7 from beyond the three-point stripe. Here is Faith Liljegren to inbound to Riley Doyle. And Liljegren will get it right back, and Gordon almost got a little too close. Liljegren brings it across the timeline, gives it back to Doyle. Doyle pulls up her dribble, and a pass over to Scheller. Now back to Liljegren, top of the key for Knutson. Knutson dribbles, drives in the paint, pulls up about 7 feet out, takes a shot, gets it to fall. Knutson now with 6 points on the evening, and Collinsville back up front, 14-13. Out to the top of the key. Oh, a poke and a check there by Knutson. She'll slow down, and she will be careful about moving those feet there, girl. Give it to Becker. Becker tried to underhand it to a teammate, lost the grip on it, rolls right to O'Fallon, and once again Gordon comes down and turns it into 2 points. She's already had the last 4 points off of Collinsville turnovers, has Gordon.
She just muscles her way down past Becker and is able to lay it in. She also get Bush back in there.
Ball knocked out of bounds by Christopher as Astasia Bush checks back in, takes the place of Natalie Becker. And the inbound pass will come from Doyle to Scheller. Scheller back to Doyle on the right wing. One dribble, picks it up, top of the key for Bush. No look pass back to Doyle. Doyle, top of the key for Scheller. She'll take a 3-point shot from there. Somebody's going to hit a 3-pointer sooner or later, right? Right now, this game is 0 for 10 from the 3-point land, and a foul on Faith Liljegren as Amelia Bell took the rebound and took it all the way down for 2. Well, Liljegren picks up her first. And it looks like the board went out that has all that information on it, huh? At the free throw line, it is Amelia Bell, her first trip there tonight. She is 24 of 33 from the line this year. And she hits the one she needs to. And it's now an 18-14 advantage for O'Fallon. Here's Knutson. Comes across the near sideline into the corner for Mitchell. No look pass. Trying to find Knutson cutting across the lane, but another turnover here by the Lady Kahawks, and that will transition into 2 more points and a possible 3-pointer as Bell sinks another 2 and then picks up another foul.
Another foul on Mitchell.
Yep. That'll be her third. And back to the free throw line.
Now the Kahawks starting to get into a bit of foul trouble here in the second quarter.
Yes, they are. Foul trouble and turnover trouble. Here is Amelia Bell, who just hit her one shot from there a moment ago. Second shot, that's a little short. Rebound being volleyed for and pulled down by Collinsville. Kahawks bring the ball up. Knutson to Scheller. Scheller on the wing. Back out to Doyle. Far side for Bush. Back to this side for Scheller. Back to Doyle. She'll bluff the 3 and pick up her dribble after a couple of bounces trying to find a room on the baseline, and then Collinsville turns the ball over again. They got to stop doing that if they're going to have a chance to win this game. Missed on the shot, and the rebound pushed out of bounds by Bush. So Fallon will get to keep it. 3:31 left to play here in the second quarter. I failed to write down the score of the JV game, but I do know that they lost.
Oh, yeah, it was. Oh, there's the foul board.
There, everything's popping back on now. Gordon will inbound.
JV game was not a close one.
No, it was not. Here is Gordon. Gets the ball back from Bell. Now at the top of the key, a 3-point shot by Mueller won't fall. And I think Collinsville, most of their rebounds have come on the 8 missed 3-point shots by O'Fallon. Now we just have to hang on to the ball. Here is Liljegren. Sometimes Collinsville's speed is their worst defense, and they're going to turn the ball over again, aren't they? Well, the possession arrow bailed him out of this one.
Just like before, the arrow favors the Chaos because Fallon got the ball to start the second quarter. So keep them off of another turnover just now.
3:06 to play. Second quarter action. 20-14 in favor of O'Fallon. Nastasia Bush looks to inbound. Collinsville has only got 2 points here in the second quarter. They led 12-9 after one quarter, but now trail 20-14. Here is Scheller. Over this way for Megan Jansen, who's in the game for the first time. Now to Knutson just outside the lane. She'll take a shot off the glass. No good. And the rebound belongs to Bell. Quick transition all the way down the court, off the glass, and that transition turns into the first 2 points for Avery Christopher.
As we're getting later here in the half, Fallon's speed was really starting to show up.
Here is Liljegren. Over to Knutson. Back out front now for Jansen. Over to Scheller. Scheller on the wing. Back to Jansen. And a pass knocked out of bounds off of the fingertips of Avery Christopher. So Collinsville will reset and they'll inbound from underneath of their own basket as Scheller will head back to the bench and Riley Doyle will come back in.
Coach Billy trying to get these girls some breaks and get some fresher bodies in there. That's why someone like Jansen's in here early in the game.
Bush inbounds to Knutson. Knutson back to Bush underneath the basket. Shot won't fall. Bush gets her own rebound, puts it back up, still won't go in. And this time the rebound pulled down by the 6-foot junior, Amelia Bell, and then a jump ball is called, and O'Fallon had that possession arrow in their favor this time anyway. So the Panthers bring it in. And here is Kayla Gordon with 2:05 left to play here in this first half. Gordon dumps it off over onto the wing. Christopher, and then back to Sheppy. Sheppy over to Gordon. Gordon in front of the Kahok bench. Picks up her dribble. Top of the key now for Mister. Mister back over to Gordon. Gordon dribbles away from the Kahok bench. Back to the top of the key. Two-hand pass to Sheppy. Sheppy dribbles and a one-hand pass, this time to Mister. At the free throw line, Gordon dribbles, drives, and a charging foul against Kayla Gordon. That'll be her second foul of the night. And it'll be the 8th team foul for O'Fallon. Once again, their foul board's out. Hate it when that happens.
Great job by Knutson. Maintained her positioning there to take the charge.
95 seconds left here in this first half. Here's Knutson on a half-court pass by Liljegren into the corner. Jansen probably could have shot a three from the corner. Instead, she decided to move the ball. Here's Knutson, bumped underneath the basket. Good for two.
Good job of drive baseline there for Knutson. Uses the glass. Just got to find their matchups here and get back, which they finally do.
Well, Fallon with the ball. Here is Mister. Dumps it off to Mueller. Handoff now to Bell. She'll get double teamed at the line, and a foul is coming against Katie Knutson. That'll be her second. 1:05 to play here in this first half.
I gave it to Doyle on the foul.
Did they really? All right, that'll be her first. I'll have to remember that if Katie gets another one, not to mark it down then. At the free throw line, Amelia Bell, she's 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. First one's good. Second one. On the way. That one's good as well. 24-16, 8-point lead for O'Fallon. After Collinsville had the 12-9 lead. After one, here is Faith Liljegren. Under a minute to go. Over on the wing for Jansen. She'll take a shot from inside the perimeter. Can't get it to fall. Rebound belongs to O'Fallon. And here is Mister bringing the ball up court for the Lady Panthers. Top of the key. Dumps it off for the freshman Dowell. 40 seconds to play. Dowell back toward midcourt. We'll bring it over to this side for Mister. Mister will hand it back off to Dowell. 30 seconds to play here in this first half. Liljegren finding Dowell, and a little pick there. Gives the ball back to O'Fallon, but this time a jump ball will result in a possession arrow in favor of Collinsville, so the Kahawks get last crack at it here. Trailing 24-16, 17.3 seconds to play here in this first half. Jalea Crockett, the 5'4 junior, checks into the game for the first time for O'Fallon. Inbound pass comes into Jansen. She slips and almost falls, and then that kind of puts the path of her pass off its course, and O'Fallon knocks it out of bounds. So Liljegren inbounds to Knutson. Knutson dribbles in the perimeter, turns around, tries to take a shot, ripped out of her hand. She's looking for a foul. Nothing doing there. And a double dribble is going to get called against O'Fallon. So now Collinsville will get the ball back, and did they just technical foul her? Yep, they sure did.
Fouled 24 on O'Fallon. Mueller. What she was arguing going up the court.
Well, the referee's saying that she maybe pushed off after the whistle. So Mueller will get called for a technical foul. Right after a double dribble would give the ball back to Collinsville. So Katie Knutson will go up to the free throw line with no one standing around her, and Collinsville will get the ball back. That inbound pass, I would imagine, is going to come from midcourt where the original double dribble happened. Here's Knutson. Misses the first one. Need these free ones.
Yeah, that's big. We saw it in the boys' game where there was that technical, and Collinsville turned it into a 7-point possession.
So Katie gets one. 24-17. Collinsville will get the ball back at midcourt. Doyle will inbound. 6.2 to play. Into the backcourt it goes to Jansen. Jansen moves the ball up. I don't know if she's aware of the clock or not. She throws it up into the paint. Knutson at the buzzer. Can't get it to fall. And we will head to the locker rooms with O'Fallon leading your Collinsville Kahawks by a score of 24-17. And now time for the Cafe Agape halftime show, brought to you by my good friend Ron McGee at Cafe Agape. They have wonderful food there. They have such things as smoked meatloaf, pork steaks. They have burgers. They have burgernators, which you got to try if you've never tried one of those, and other things as well. Fantastic sides: green beans, mashed potatoes, corn, baked beans, and it's all homemade. Tastes good, and don't forget, Christmas time's coming up. You don't want to fuss in the kitchen? Well, Ron McGee and the folks at Cafe Agape will take care of you with their Christmas hams. If you would like to order one of those or any other information, give Ron at Cafe Agape a call today. That's 345-CAFE, 345-2233. It's time for the halftime show, and we'll be right back. See if we can track down some scores for you. I know the Blues are playing tonight, and we'll look at any high school games that we have for you on the old score stream. We'll do that in just a moment here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they do catering. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses and delicious sides. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road, or check out the lunch buffet at the Columbus Plaza location on 157 in Collinsville. Call Cafe Agape at 345-CAFE, 345-2233. Yes, they still cater. Cafe Agape, that's some good eats. Everyone has those projects around the house that you just don't want to do. AW Outdoor Solutions can take care of that for you. Former Collinsville High School graduate Adam Welly owns AW Outdoor Solutions, and he and his crew can handle all of the dirty work around your home or business, whether that's tree trimming and maintenance, brush removal, power washing, gutter cleaning, and leaf raking and removal. AW Outdoor Solutions can handle that and much more. AW Outdoor Solutions is fully insured and offers free estimates on all of their work. AW Outdoor Solutions. Call Adam Welly at 314-252-8010 or on Facebook at AW Outdoor Solutions. The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahawkSports.com and the Kahawk Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, Type in Collinsville Junior Service Club and then click on the Event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Brady Pest and Termite Management is your local pest control source. The Midwest offers its fair share of pest problems, and Brady Pest and Termite Management is up to the challenge. Whether it's pesky rodents in the cold winter months or ants, spiders, and other pests in the warm months, Brady Pest and Termite is your solution. And termites? Brady Pest is tops in the Metro East in termite management. Do you have unwanted pests? Then call the best. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Call 343-1790 or on Facebook at Brady Pest and Termite. Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they do catering. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses and delicious sides. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road, or check out the lunch buffet at the Columbus Plaza location on 157 in Collinsville. Call Cafe Agape at 345-CAFE, 345-2233. Yes, they still cater. Cafe Agape, that's some good eats.
And we welcome you back into the Cafe Agape halftime show here from O'Fallon Township High School. Or after 2 quarters of play, O'Fallon leads by a score of 24-17. Right now at the Enterprise Center, they're in the second period. The Vegas Golden Knights are visiting your St. Louis Blues, and with about 10 minutes left, about halfway through the game, I guess you could say, they are tied at 2 apiece. Let's see if we can find some high school scores that we can pass along to you here on the old score stream, as this game is into the second quarter, as we have other games going on right now as well. Yeah, I have no score between Granite City and Alton, and then the next thing I have is a game last week where O'Fallon beat Alton 76-32. That's good. Another game from last Tuesday, I tell you what, you've heard me complain about it before. I'm going to have to find some other way, because this is not doing me any good to have this stupid app that doesn't get anything going on, man. It's like, I know that app relies on fans giving them updates, but man, oh man, there is like nothing going on a Tuesday when it's girls basketball night across the region, or on a Thursday. So I don't know. We'll just have to go with the stats from this game. How about we do that instead? Leading all scorers in this game so far is Amelia Bell, the junior from O'Fallon, has 10 points. After that, Kayla Gordon with 6, Shannon Dowell has 5, and Avery Christopher has 2 for O'Fallon. Collinsville is being led in points by 9 from Katie Knutson. Kristen Mitchell has 4, and then 2 points each from Faith Lodgren and Astasia Bush. Rest of the numbers look like this. Collinsville not doing too bad from the free throw line. They are 5 of 7, while O'Fallon is 3 of 7. Neither team has hit a three-pointer, but Collinsville has only tried 3, so they're 0 for 3. O'Fallon has tried 8, and they are 0 for 8. Rebound department, Collinsville leads 13-11, but that lucky 13 is not so good when you're talking about turnovers, and that's what Collinsville had in that first half. 13 turnovers in the first half compared to 8 for the O'Fallon Lady Panthers. First quarter was Collinsville's. They were up by 3 after 1, 12-9, but then Chris Keller, the Lady Panthers, outscored Collinsville 15-5 in that second quarter, and Collinsville helped them a lot in getting those 15 points.
Yeah, turnovers set up O'Fallon to get back in transition there, and transition defense or Chaos just couldn't match up there and stop O'Fallon on those fast breaks. That's really led to the difference there in that second quarter as O'Fallon built that, got up to about an 8-point lead there. Like the half-court defense there, Collinsville's putting on them. O'Fallon settling for three-pointers, and they're not knocking any of those down, but Chaos got to turn up their shooting there a little bit. They're missing a lot of shots inside the paint there. So there's a lot of opportunities there to put some more points on the board.
Yeah, got to cut down on the turnovers here in the second half if they want to have a chance. Can't have another 13 turnovers, man. That would be 26 turnovers in a game, and that would be almost unfathomable.
As far as winning a game, yeah.
Yeah.
Teams get 26-point turnovers in a game, but, yeah, they can pretty much forget about winning a game if you're going to do that.
Collinsville's defense played really good in that first quarter as well.
Yeah, they held O'Fallon to 6 points up until the last 8 seconds there of the quarter, and then O'Fallon got their other 3 points there at the very end. But it was about 7 3/4 minutes of some bang-up defense.
That's going to do it for the Cafe Agape halftime show. When we come back, we'll have third quarter action. That comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they do catering. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses and delicious sides. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road, or check out the lunch buffet at the Columbus Plaza location on 157 in Collinsville. Call Cafe Agape at 345-CAFE, 345-2233. Yes, they still cater. Cafe Agape, that's some good eats.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Todd Duke, Chris Kettler back with you. Third quarter action is underway as we have switched ends of the court. O'Fallon with the ball first as they have it down here on the right side of your screen. Collinsville will be shooting, of course, to the left side of your screen here in this second half. So O'Fallon gets the ball first, and the O'Fallon Panthers lead. Right now that lead is 7, and there's the first three-pointer of the game, and we cannot have that to start happening or we're going to be in some real big trouble.
It's true there. O'Fallon comes out. They're not afraid to shoot the three after missing them all in the first half and knock down the first one in the second half.
So it's a 10-point advantage, largest lead of the night so far for anyone, and that ball is tipped out of bounds on a shot by Schiller. Tipped out of bounds by Sheppy as Schiller starts the second half. She did not start in the first half, so she takes the place of who am I missing out there? Kristen Mitchell.
Kristen Mitchell,
yeah.
Who's got 3 fouls.
And that one rolls all the way around the rim, and it looks like that cold shooting is continuing here, Chris. That was a problem in the first half as well.
Yeah, they're hitting the rim. They're just rolling out and bouncing off, everything going on.
Foul is going to get called against Amelia Bell. That'll be her second. To the line is Scheller, excuse me. And she makes what appears to be her first free throw on the varsity side as a Kahawk. Next one on the way, and that one is no good, and the rebound is Collinsville's back out front. Liljegren for 3. Oh, that one rims right out. She had the right idea, though. And this time the rebound belongs to O'Fallon. So there's a foul no, they're not going to call a foul. I thought Liljegren might have reached in there, but they're going to say that was a travel by Sheppy. We'll take it. So Collinsville gets the ball back. Liljegren inbounds into the backcourt for Bush. Bush brings the ball up across the timeline. And top of the key, she'll hand off to Scheller. Scheller works her way toward the Kahawk bench into the perimeter and gives it up now for Doyle. Doyle trapped over there, looking for some help. Cross-court pass, that'll work to Knutson. Knutson on the left wing, bounces it in the paint for Scheller. Ball on the ground, and O'Fallon picks it up. And another turnover for Collinsville. Here is Dowell. Dowell gives it up for Gordon. Gordon for Bell. Leading scorer in the first half was Bell. And now Gordon with it on the right wing. Top of the key. Dowell another three-point shot. That one misses the mark. And the rebound belongs to Faith Liljegren. Liljegren has somebody behind her. Got to watch out there. And a cross-court pass for Doyle. Doyle on the left wing. One dribble. She picks it up. Bounces it to Knutson. Knutson, deep baseline. Into the paint. Takes a shot. Good for two. That was a nice move there by Katie. And Collinsville gets their first two-pointer here in this second half.
Gets that one off the glass, gets the roll, gets it in, and jump ball here, and Chaos are going to get this one.
Chaos get the ball back. How about that? Back to that 7-point lead that O'Fallon had at halftime, and a chance for Collinsville to dig into it a little bit here. Liljegren will inbound, and O'Fallon providing some backcourt pressure, but they back off as soon as Knutson gets the ball. Back to Liljegren, and Liljegren had a head of speed, slows things down a little bit, and then gives back to Knutson. Bounce pass in the far corner for Bush. Bush can't get past Dowell. Gives to Scheller. Back to Bush in the corner. And then back to Scheller. And then the ball ends up being knocked out of bounds. Last touched, they're going to say, by Aubrey Mister. So Collinsville dodges another turnover bullet and will get the ball back underneath of their own basket. Here's Doyle. Doyle to Scheller. To Knutson. Right in front of Coach Lori Billy. Coaching in her 250th game as a Lady Kahawk head coach. Here's Doyle, picks it up at the free throw line, gives to Knutson. Knutson to Scheller, low post, off the glass, counted for two.
Got the ball, dribbled once, looked up, and hey, I'm right under the basket.
Had room, had enough room. I don't think she realized she had all that room, and she's like, okay, one bounce will do. So Collinsville gets it to within 5. Bounce pass goes to Bell. Bell, back over to Gordon. Gordon on the right wing, thought about the three. Dowell at the top of the key. Over on the far side, Mister. She'll launch a three, and she'll hit it.
Got an unorthodox shot there, and up over his shoulder and puts it in.
2 for 3 from the three-point stripe here in the second half after going 0 for 8 in the first half for O'Fallon. Oh, wide open was Bush. And Doyle just threw it behind her. I said the word turnover. Didn't mean to. Inbound pass comes in from Aubrey Mister to Kayla Gordon. Eight-point lead for O'Fallon. They're looking for another double-digit advantage here. Here is Dowell, baseline, and off the bottom of the backboard, and it rolls all the way out. And now a timeout going to be called by Nick Nolhoff and his O'Fallon Panthers. So we will step aside as well. Just a short 30-minute break, so we'll be back in exactly, well, we're not going to call it exactly, but pretty close to 30 seconds. Sloan's Pub House in Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House is now into their 3rd year of operation on Main Street in Uptown Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House offers daily lunch and dinner specials that feature homemade pizza, burgers, sandwiches, salads, and more. Sloan's Pub House offers a great variety of craft libations for you adults, as well as a great brunch on Saturdays and Sundays. Sloan's Pub House, 119 West Main Street in Collinsville. Give them a call at 618-855-9100 or online at sloanspubhouse.com. Back here in O'Fallon, underway. Sing it, Kettler, sing it.
No.
Van Halen action there. Come on, you know you can.
With the devil. Okay, it's enough.
Here's Bell. Well, remember I told you in the halftime show that the Blues and the Golden Knights were tied 2-2 at Enterprise Center. Well, since then, the Blues have rattled off 2 goals and now lead 4-2. There's a shot by Shannon Dowell, and she picks up a foul as well. This one is going to belong to Scheller. That'll be her second.
Good minutes there out of Scheller to start the second half. Now they'll get Mitchell back in here along with Natalie Becker.
So back to the 10-point lead for O'Fallon. And Dowell trying to make it 11. She can't. Rebound belongs to Collinsville. They bring it up. And here is Natalie Becker in front of her own bench. She is looking for and finding Faith Liljegren just outside the line. Good to go.
She's saying, somebody help me out. Somebody get this. And Faith Liljegren steps up, makes the basket. Now a steal.
There we go. Another turnover, turn it into points. Liljegren, an off-balance shot, good for 2 more. That's exactly what we needed. put a little pressure on these girls.
Yeah.
32-26.
Now.
Back to a 6-point advantage. Almost a steal there by Liljegren, or excuse me, Knutson, as she almost walked up the stairs. Now a shot and a rebound by Kristen Mitchell to Knutson. Knutson dribbles and drives, pulls up, takes the shot. Good.
Now it's down to 4, just like that.
Yeah, went from 10 to 4 real quick, didn't we?
Fallon could have extended to 11 on the free throw.
Yep. Here's Bell, not across the timeline yet. Now to Mister. She gets across the line, dumps it off in the corner. Dowell for 3. That one's no good. Rebound belongs to Gordon, and she dumps it off, and that turns into 2 points for Kendall Sheppy. That's her first 2 points of this game.
2 Panthers underneath. Knutson was all alone.
Here's Mitchell just outside the lane. Top of the key now for Doyle. Over on the far side for Becker. Into the corner for Liljegren. Liljegren back out front to the top of the key now for Knutson. A lob pass underneath for Mitchell, and she's fouled. And Collinsville will get to inbound. That's going to be the third one against Amelia Bell.
Yep, just as Mitchell was about to grab the ball in, Bell got too much on her, so she'll have to have a seat.
She does, and Tiana Lovelace will come in her place. Lovelace, a 5'11 junior. And Michael Jordan's number on her back. This is her first action of this game. Here's Kristen Mitchell. Drives in from the right wing. Has the ball stripped out of her hand. And then Dowell runs into a teammate. Now we're going to have another foul, and this one is going to go against the just inserted Lovelace.
The two Fallon Panthers collided with each other, led to the turnover.
Yeah.
Mitchell mops it up there and then gets fouled.
So a pass underneath of the Kahok basket from Astasia Bush.
Just a quick break for her. She's back in.
Here is Mitchell, top of the key for Liljegren. Collinsville trails by 6 to Knutson. She'll take a shot from inside the perimeter and hit nothing but net. Katie Knutson now with 15 points here in this game after scoring 9 in the first half.
Oh, she
and
steps up against a
Collinsville gets
steal.
it back to within 4. And another steal. And Knutson waits and, can't get it to go. Knutson gets her own rebound. Back to Liljegren. She can't get it to go. And the rebound this time knocked out of bounds, and it's last touched by Bush.
No, the referee changes his mind.
Did he?
And they give it to the Kahoks.
Okay.
Changed his mind there.
We will take it. Riley Doyle will inbound. Kahawks working hard here in this third quarter. Got it back to within. Yeah, just threw that one right to Lovelace.
Doyle thought she could lob it up high enough that Mitchell could go up and get it.
Did not work out in her favor. Here is Mueller. Over on the wing to Mister. She'll launch a three-point shot. That one's a little bit too strong. Rebound, put back up, and it falls through for Paige Mueller, and Mueller has her first points of this game. 36-30, back to a 6-point lead for O'Fallon. Here is Liljegren. She's acting like the traffic cop and barking out directions, and a pass over to Knutson almost. Knutson didn't look for it. And then the ball tipped out of bounds by Mister, so Collinsville will inbound from in front of their own bench. It'll be Doyle once again. To Bush. And Bush gives to Liljegren. Liljegren in the slot. Gives to Knutson. Top of the key. Back to Liljegren underneath. Bush was all alone off the glass. Counted for 2.
Good eyes there by Liljegren to see that. Bush all alone underneath the basket. Now a steal by Doyle.
Another steal. Here's Doyle off the glass. Good for 2 more. I thought that the O'Fallon coach, Nick Nolhoff, was going to have to reach in and grab himself another timeout, and he does just that, so we will step aside here as well. We're back in just a moment here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Looking to buy a new home or sell your current one? Trust the Blaylock team of Keller Williams Marquis Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now. Trust the Blaylock team of Keller Williams Marquis to help you find the perfect home or to help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at 618-780-4622 or visit them online at blaylockteam.com or on Facebook at the Blaylock Team.
And we welcome you back into the Panther Dome here at O'Fallon Township High School. Todd Duke, Chris Kettler along with you. Lady Kahawks trying to beat O'Fallon here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Wrestling went very well as Collinsville beat the O'Fallon Panthers at Collinsville High School, 42-25. So congratulations to the Kahok Wrestlers on a successful evening. Here it's 36-34 in favor of O'Fallon, but Collinsville playing really good here in the third quarter and has gotten this thing back to within 2.
Put the press on here, and it's led to some turnovers. O'Fallon, Kahawks have gotten back into it.
Here's Dowell with the ball for O'Fallon. 50 seconds left to play here in this third quarter. Over to Gordon. Gordon out in the slot between the top of the key and the big blue O for O'Fallon, right in the middle of the floor. Dowell gets the handoff into the paint, dutches it off, and Lovelace off the bench gets her first 2 points. Collinsville brings it up, and it ends up going out of bounds off of the foot of Lovelace, and the Kahawks will keep the ball and avoid another turnover.
Knutson pulls up from volleyball line there and just lays it in there to Mitchell, and then it's knocked out of bounds by O'Fallon.
So Liljegren will inbound here on this near side sideline, just underneath our location. Does so to Knutson. Knutson inside the left corner, drives baseline, takes the shot off the glass, count it, and the bruise as well.
Good job there to drive in with the left hand there and then switch it up to lay it in with your right hand, draw the foul.
Knutson has a chance to bring this back to within 1. This foul is going to belong to Avery Christopher. That'll be her second, and that is the team's 4th. Collinsville only has 1 foul here in the second half. 23.8 seconds to go. Knutson went 3 of 5 from the free throw line in the first half. Looking to tack one on here and bring her team to within 1, and she does. 38-37. There's O'Fallon. 15 seconds left in this third. Bounce pass over to Gordon. I thought for a minute there that Mister was going to step out of bounds. Over to Dowell with 10 seconds left. Dowell dribbles, drives, hands the ball off to Mister, who gives it back to Dowell. Back at the top of the key for Bell. She'll bluff the 3, take the inside lane off the glass just before the buzzer. And Amelia Bell picks up just her first 2 points here in this second half. So Collinsville doing a good job shutting down the leading scorer here in quarter number 3. We head to quarter number 4, and right now O'Fallon with a 3-point lead. It is 40-37 in favor of the Panthers, and we're back in just a moment here on the Kahawk Sports Network. Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 in Collinsville or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside. Todd Duke and Chris Kettler back here with you. Collinsville outscoring O'Fallon 20-16 in that third quarter and has trimmed that 7-point halftime lead by O'Fallon down to 3. By the way, overall, Collinsville over the last 20 years, 22-19 against O'Fallon. That includes a 2-0 mark in the playoffs, so 24-19 overall. Coach Billy, 7-11 in the regular season versus O'Fallon. 2-0, those 2 playoffs wins coming under Coach Billy's watch, so Coach Billy is 9-11 against O'Fallon in her 9+ years. Fourth quarter is here. Here's Dowell with a pass all the way into the corner. 3-point shot from there by Mister. Misses the mark, and the rebound belongs to Collinsville. Kahawks bring the ball up. Here is Astasia Bush. You need to stop that coughing, man. People don't want to hear that.
Trying 2 for 2 weeks.
I hear you. Here is Mitchell. Kristen Mitchell got 3 fouls early, didn't play a lot in that third. Here is Knutson underneath the basket. A little bit too hard. She went from one side to the other. I don't think that touched rim or anything. And O'Fallon brings it down, and they'll turn that into 2 points by Lovelace. And it's now 42-37 in favor of O'Fallon. Here's Faith Liljegren for Collinsville. Liljegren turns the ball over. right into the hands of Mister. She'll bounce it into the lane, and then that ball will end up out of bounds. Last touched by the Kahawks. And O'Fallon will have a chance to inbound from underneath of their own basket. Collinsville now down by 5. They've been down by as much as 10. And right before O'Fallon had a chance to make it 11. And then after that, Collinsville went on quite the roll there. Inbound pass comes into Mister. Bounce pass out to the top for Bell. Over on the far side for Gordon. Kayla Gordon stands with the ball over her head, gives it up to Dowell, the freshman. At the top of the key, back over to Dowell in front of her bench. She'll take a three-point shot. That one skips all the way across the rim, and the rebound picked up by Lovelace. And I don't know why she wasn't playing early on, but she's hit 6 points since she's been inserted into this game. Now Kristen Mitchell is talking to the referee. She's going to get called for her 4th foul, isn't she? Yep.
That's a tough foul to give up there after Fallon got the offensive rebounds and then gets the basket. Now they'll maintain possession of the ball too.
Yep. None of those things are good. That is the 2nd foul here in the second half for Collinsville.
Yeah, and it's her 4th, so
yeah,
she's going to play with that.
Inbound pass comes into Lovelace, who gives to Bell. All the way out to the midcourt stripe for Mister. She'll drive, hand it off to Bell. Bell, top of the key, gives it up for Dowell. Now back to Bell. She'll launch a 3 from there. That one's going to fall short and almost went out of bounds. It was saved by O'Fallon. And now a whistle, a timeout called because O'Fallon's head coach thought that they were going to end up losing that ball, so he went ahead and called a timeout. We'll just keep it right here for this timeout and give you a little bit more of this history. Last year, Collinsville lost both the home and away series, 57-49 at home and 65-41 here. Last win against O'Fallon was in January of 2017, a 56-47 win. And the last time Collinsville has beaten O'Fallon at home, you have to go back to 2014, a 52-31 win. And as I mentioned, O'Fallon won both the home and away contests last year from Collinsville. The last time Collinsville did that to O'Fallon was in the 2012-2013 season. So while Collinsville might have the overall record at 24-19, recent history has been in favor of O'Fallon. Inbound pass for the Panthers, come from underneath of their basket, and they are already up by 7 once again. And there is a shot and a rebound by Knutson. Collinsville brings it up. Here's a pass all the way down. Doyle spins, turns around, off the glass. Can't get it to go. Those are the kinds of things that Collinsville has been bothered by all night. Those up front, up close basket opportunities are not falling in.
Well, she had to find herself there, then ended up rushing her shot.
Anastasia Bush commits a foul, so O'Fallon gets the ball back. And Lovelace in front of the Kahawk bench throws it up to Dowell. Dowell across the timeline, top of the key, backs it up toward the midcourt stripe. We're down to 5:55 left to go here in this 4th quarter. Here is Kayla Gordon. Gordon to Bell, top of the key. Over on the wing now for Mister. She'll throw one underneath the basket, and that one is off of Jenna Scheller and out of bounds. And the inbound pass will come in from Gordon. Almost knocked out of bounds by Doyle, but Bell finds it and gives it back to Gordon, who gives to Dowell, who gives to Mister for a 3-point shot. That's an air ball. And the ball ends up, going to belong to Collinsville.
That's the bar of the basket support there,
which is technically out of bounds. You can hit the bottom of the backboard, just not the bar that's holding it up.
Yep.
So the inbound pass is handled by Faith Liljegren. She'll bring it up with 5.5 to go. Collinsville trailing by 7. Pass top of the key for Knutson. Knutson into the corner for Doyle. She'll launch a 3-point shot. Good! First 3-pointer of the night for Collinsville. Belongs to Riley Doyle. And Collinsville gets back to within 4. Underneath, Lovelace has the ball ripped out of her hands. Bush saves it and gives to Liljegren. Collinsville needs to take this turnover and turn it into points as Liljegren is double-teamed right at the line. That ball is knocked into the backcourt by O'Fallon. Liljegren gets it, dumps it off, tries to Knutson. She didn't have enough on the pass. O'Fallon picks it off, and Dowell can't get it to fall. Rebound belongs to Gordon, and so does the whistle.
What a great job by Wildrigan there at the half-court line to let the O'Fallon players knock the ball into the backcourt when she was getting close to stepping over the line and turning the ball over.
Back-to-back fouls by Astasia Bush. Each team now with 4 fouls here. We have 4:49 left in the fourth quarter. Inbound pass from Dowell all the way out to the top of the key for Gordon. Gordon dribbles over toward her bench and then changes directions. Collinsville trailing by 4, 44-40. 4:40 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Shot by Gordon and knocked out of bounds by Collinsville. So O'Fallon will get to keep the ball. Inbound pass will be handled by Gordon. Kayla Gordon bounces it in. Lovelace turns around, takes the shot, can't get it to go. Rebound belongs to Scheller. Collinsville brings the ball across the timeline with Liljegren and dumps off to Knutson. She'll split the defense, take the shot, get knocked on her butt.
Lots
no
of
call.
contact there.
Rebound belongs to O'Fallon. Lovelace, who will take it down and score some more points. Lovelace didn't even play in the first half, has 8 points here in the second half, and now we're going to have a foul called against Shannon Dowell. That'll be her second, team 5th. 6-point lead once again for O'Fallon. 4:12 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Inbound pass comes in from Liljegren. And into the corner for Knutson. To the free throw line for Scheller. Scheller bounces it back to Doyle. Doyle will slow things down. And over on the far side, give to Astasia Bush. Now a pass to Scheller in the paint. Kicks it back out to Bush. Bush drives. Shot good. Astasia Bush now at 6 points. 2 in the first, 4 here in the second. And that ball is poked away by Liljegren, but out of bounds. Just got a message from Dak Ledbetter. The Collinsville Kahawk hockey team all over Highland tonight by a score of 11-1.
Wow.
Jacob Schreiber and Nathan Austin each with 2 goals, and then everybody else with single goals. Stenger, Arnold, Garofalo, Belandis, Paget, and Watts. So another big win by the Kahawk hockey team. Inbound pass coming in from Sheppy to Kayla Gordon. Gordon to Bell. Bell back to Gordon. She'll launch a 3 from the wing, and that one's good. Can't leave her open like that.
Fallon sets the screen there, block out the Kahawk from getting back here to contest that shot. She drills it.
Back to a 7-point advantage for O'Fallon. They've been at that a couple of times. Here is Astasia Bush. 3:05 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Bush drives baseline, trying to dump it off for Becker, but didn't get enough on the pass, and now the ball knocked out of bounds by Collinsville. O'Fallon will inbound from underneath of the Kahawk basket, but it won't be from Kendall Sheppy. She'll go to the bench, and Aubrey Mister will come back in. O'Fallon inbounds. Mister bounces the ball to Lovelace, who gets to Dowell. Dowell gets double teamed. Finds Bell anyway. Over in the corner now for Gordon. Gordon drives all the way through the lane and back out toward the midcourt stripe.
Some O'Fallon's been wanting to do it for a bit, work some clock, but the Kahawks did cut the lead down. Now with the lead back to 7, they're going to try it again.
Dowell into the corner for Mister. As O'Fallon doing a good job of keep away here, and the time continues to churn away. Down to 2:25 to play here in this fourth quarter. That's a bounce pass that was kicked by Becker, but they didn't blow the whistle. She put that leg out there to block that pass, which she did, but referees let them keep on playing. O'Fallon continues to hold on to the ball. They've had it for about 40 seconds now. Here is Dowell. Bush has 2 fouls against her. Here is Bell. Over on the far side for Gordon. Down to 2 minutes to play now.
Collinsville's got 2 fouls to give. They'd be well advised to start getting a couple here, and There you go.
Natalie Becker didn't have any, so she had one to give. She does so. And for Collinsville, that's their 5th. Each team now with 5 team fouls. Inbound pass will come from Aubrey Mister.
Timeout O'Fallon.
Timeout by the O'Fallon Panthers, so we will step aside as well. 1:55 left to play here in this 4th quarter, and we're back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network. The people of Illinois welcome you. The folks in Collinsville, Illinois, well, they want you to stick around for a while and enjoy the sights, the fun, the food, and of course, the Collinsville Kahawks. The city of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District. So welcome to Collinsville. Come on over, catch a Kahawks game, or enjoy some of the new places to eat, shop, and have fun. There's plenty to do for the young and the young at heart. Enjoy Christmas at the Collins House during the holidays, tunes that bloom in the warm summer months, and more. There's plenty to do in Collinsville, so come on over for a bit. The folks in Collinsville would love to see you. For more information, go to www.collinsville.org. Back here at O'Fallon Township High School, Todd Duke, Chris Kettler along with you as we are down to the waning moments here of this 4th quarter with Collinsville trailing 49-42. A 7-point advantage for the O'Fallon Panthers. And we're going to have to find a way to get this ball back a few times. Inbound pass coming in from Mister. Into the backcourt for Lovelace. Back to Mister. Mister across the timeline, fouled by Becker. That's 2 in a row for Natalie. It's number 6 as a team for Collinsville, so the next one will put Panthers at the free throw line.
Definitely hasn't been a sure thing for O'Fallon from the line, too, so the Kahawks will have to take that chance and send him to the line here just to get this ball back.
Yeah, they only went 3 of 7 from the free throw line in the first half, 0 for 1 here in the second half, and now we will have a free throw participant.
Bringing in girls here, just a foul now, and then as Autumn Dixon was in there to pick that one up.
And Dixon did her job, so she'll head to the bench, and Doyle and Liljegren back in. Becker, she committed a couple of fouls while in there as well. At the free throw line, Kayla Gordon, her shot good. That makes it an 8-point game. Lovelace checks back into the game for O'Fallon. As Gordon, who hit her first free throw of the night, hits her second one as well. And now a 9-point game. Collinsville has work to do, not a lot of time to do it. 1:40 left to play here in this 4th quarter. Here is Liljegren over on the wing for Bush. Bush inside, Doyle takes the shot. She's fouled, but no call. I saw she couldn't get her arms extended because her arms were being chopped. And now we're going to have another foul by Collinsville, and this one's going to go against Katie Knutson. That'll be her second. Team 8th, and back to the free throw line is Kayla Gordon, who came into this game having hit 27 of 45 from the free throw line. Misses. And, yeah, I was going to say it's only a 1-and-1.
Now someone's going to turn it over with no one back here.
Yeah. Mitchell with the ball to Bush. Bush drives, baseline, spins, shoots, and it comes off the other side, and Knutson accidentally tips it out of bounds, and O'Fallon will get the ball back. $1:14 to play here in this 4th quarter. 51-42, O'Fallon with the lead. And the ball. And now a foul coming up against Knutson. She didn't even let that ball get inbounded. That'll be her third. Back to the free throw line for O'Fallon. So it'll be Amelia Bell at the free throw line. She went 2 of 4 in the first half. This is her first trip here in the second half. Good. 10-point game. And that's the highest the lead has been for O'Fallon. Bell is going to try to make it 11. She does so, and it is the biggest lead of the night for O'Fallon. Here's Kristen Mitchell, 1:10 left to play. She'll give the ball up to Knutson. Knutson's fouled from behind by Shannon Dowell. That'll be Dowell's third, but only the team's sixth, so no free throws yet for Collinsville. Inbound pass from Astasia Bush right at the end of her bench. To the midcourt stripe to Riley Doyle. Doyle dribbles her way up to the left wing, now just outside the lane. Shot good. Rolls in off the glass, and a timeout by Collinsville head coach Lori Billy. So we will actually just keep it here for right now. And we'll tell you what we got coming up tomorrow. We're on the road once again, as it's the boys' turn again. They're in Edwardsville to take on the Edwardsville Tigers. They'll return to Edwardsville the very next day to take on a very good team from Chicago. But tomorrow, it's a Southwestern Conference game against the Edwardsville Tigers. We'll be on the air somewhere around 7:10, 7:15, depending on the junior varsity game. And then a tip-off scheduled for 7:30. Told you a little about the history in the playoffs over the last 20 years. Collinsville 3-0 against O'Fallon. The Lady Kahawks are. The last meeting was in February of 2014. Collinsville won that one 48-38 at Belleville East. Lost the next day to Belleville West in the regional championship game in a nail-biter, 35-34. And guess what? I told you that Collinsville's 3-0 in the playoffs against O'Fallon. All 3 years, Collinsville beat O'Fallon in the regional semifinal and then lost to Belleville West in the regional championship game. All 3 times. Back to action here. 1 minute to go here in this fourth quarter. Here is Gordon. She's fouled by Faith Lojegren. Lojegren will pick up her second. And Gordon will head back to the free throw line. This time to shoot 2, as that is the 10th foul by the Lady Kahawks here in this one.
Well, you're going to need O'Fallon to start missing these free throws, and the Cats are going to start hitting them from long distance. Haven't hit too many threes yet here in this night.
Gordon.
She's got her three-point shooters out there.
Well, we were 0 for 3 in the first half, and since then we've only taken 2, and Riley Doyle hit one of those. Gordon hits both free throws. And when you have to foul and these girls hit all their free throws, that makes it tougher. 55-44. O'Fallon with the lead. Here's Knutson. 55 seconds to play here in this fourth quarter. Knutson gets it up inside, and Nastasia Bush couldn't handle it, and it's another turnover for Collinsville. They're 21st. They had 13 in the first half. They needed to cut down on it. They have a little bit. Inbound pass will come from underneath of the Kahawk basket, and it'll come from Bell. Bell in the corner finds Gordon, and Gordon is hacked by Autumn Dixon once again. Dixon will pick up her second, and then she'll head to the bench as both Mitchell and Doyle are ready to check back in. 47.9 seconds, but they keep on fouling Kayla Gordon. She is 4 of 5 here in this fourth quarter from the line. And I knew, see, I try to jinx. Look at that board going now, man.
Yeah, it's been doing that for a minute. It's serious glitching. They might want to call Nevco up, have them come look that up.
Man, you ain't kidding. That thing's going jibbery-jabbery. Here's the next shot by Gordon. She hits the second one. And here comes Collinsville. Trailing now by 12 are the Lady Kahawks. Katie Knutson in the paint. Turns around, takes the shot, gets the nice fingertip roll. And then Collinsville will call another timeout. And we'll keep it here for this one as well. This is just a 30-second timeout here. So 56-46 in favor of O'Fallon. And tomorrow is our last game of this week. Next week, we only have 3 games, and that's it until the tournament starts. We have hockey for you on Tuesday. That'll be at the McKendree Recplex, and it'll be at or against O'Fallon. That'll be at 7:30. Then we close out the holiday week. Girls basketball on Thursday at Alton, and then the boys the very next day, Friday, at home against Alton. So only 3 games for you next week. Got to catch a little bit of a break. I've had 4 games every week since.
Oh, check this out here. This is going to be interesting.
Okay, when do we got a race?
Oh, they went. Okay, I thought they were going to do something different, but
I thought we were just doing the 60-yard dash or something. I was waiting for the gun to sound.
I thought they were going to get really crazy and kind of toss the ball over to each other, jump back in and out.
Here is Shannon Dowell. Dowell is 1 for 4 tonight from the free throw line. That foul, by the way, belonged to Dixon again. That's her 3rd. And Dowell hits the first one.
Well, even though this game looks like it's out of reach here, there's still a late game situation here. Maybe when it's closer, it's something for the Canucks to work on here. You can't recreate something like this in practice. You could have a closer game the next time and be in a similar situation.
No good on the second one for Dowell. Collinsville gets the rebound, and where was the whistle for? What was the whistle for? Anyone? Bueller?
Just inadvertent whistle there by the referee. We'll continue on.
All right. Here is Liljegren with a 3-point shot. That misses. Knutson gets the rebound, puts it back up and in. And now O'Fallon with the ball once again. Here is Dowell to Bell with just 10 seconds left. Collinsville will back off now, and that'll pretty much do it for this one. Collinsville will end up losing this one by 9, 57-48, as the final buzzer sounds. That will do it, and Collinsville goes from a 4-0 on the year to 4-4. Started off with a 4-game winning streak, and now a 4-game losing streak will put your Lady Cayhawks at even, and they are now 0-3 in Southwestern Conference play. That transitions us into the post-game program brought to you by Chiropractic Works in Collinsville. Chiropractic Works, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives, all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can give them a call, 343-3602, or why not just drop on by and visit them in person, 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road, or check them out online, chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Post-game show comes your way next on the Cayhawk Sports Network.
As a director of sports medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full-body approach, whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues. We have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Whether building a new home, making an addition to the home you currently own, or finally getting around to that remodeling job you've been putting off, Pace Design and Construction in Maryville can help. Pace Design and Construction is a building and remodeling contractor you can trust. They provide the highest quality, they are dedicated to their customers, and are committed to completing your project on time and within budget. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Give them a call at 618-407-5466, online at pacedesignconstruct.com, or on Facebook at Pace Construction Design. Something old can be something new again. The Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville proves that old adage right one more time. Derek and Whitney Reiser, along with brewmaster and distillery operator Torrin O'Brien, Old Herald Brewery and Distillery is not just a place to eat and drink, but more of a must-experience destination in the St. Louis area. With its Collinsville Herald newspaper feel, Old Herald Brewery and Distillery features a restaurant, a tap room, and of course, a state-of-the-art, one-of-a-kind distillery. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery can handle all of your group functions, as well with an event space that can handle you and 79 of your friends for any large gathering. And the food? Well, simply amazing, with local and new favorites, plus brunch on Sundays. How about bocce ball or bags on the patio? Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville, 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville. Give them a call at 855-8027, online at oldheraldbrewing.com, or on Facebook at Old Herald. The Times-Tribune, Madison County's longest-running leading independent newspaper. The Times-Tribune has now added Collinsville to their coverage area this year, including coverage of City Hall, happenings in Collinsville, as well as coverage of the Unit 10 schools and the Collinsville Kahawks, plus more. The Times-Tribune is a weekly hometown newspaper that is published every Thursday and has been reporting news and sports in Madison County for over 30 years. Subscriptions are only $32 for an entire year, delivered to your home and the online edition. For more information, call the Times-Tribune at 618-667-3111, online at www.timestribunenews.com, or follow them on Facebook at Troy Times-Tribune.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full-body approach, whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinus, digestive issues. We have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works post-game show here on the Kahawk Sports Network as your Lady Kahawks fall 4-4 on the year as they drop this one tonight by a final score of 57-48. Collinsville led 12-9 after one quarter of play, and then O'Fallon outscored Collinsville 15-5 in that second quarter. It was a 7-point advantage for O'Fallon. Collinsville then outscored the Panthers in the third quarter 20-16 to get to within 3 by the end of 3. And then the fourth quarter went the Panthers' way, 17-11 for the final, 57-48. Joining us now on the postgame program is Collinsville head coach Lori Billy. And, Coach, I wish game number 250 would have went a little better for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Me too.
All right, talk to us about it. You had a good second and a good third quarter, but the first and the fourth kind of got away.
Well, they made a little run just on fast breaks. We were kind of turning the ball over a little bit, or we lost ourselves on shots, and one of the things we talked about was getting two people back every time. They just beat us down the floor, so that's when it got away from us. I honestly thought this is probably the best effort I've seen for 4 quarters this season, even at the Nashville tournament. So I'm proud of what they did tonight.
Yeah, they looked pretty good, like I said, in spurts, and then you had the turnover problems. You had 13 in the first half, and that's never a good thing. And it seemed like every time you turned the ball over, O'Fallon would score off of it. They were cold as ice from the three-point line. They couldn't hit anything in the first half.
Right. Yeah, and that was one thing we talked about at halftime was that most of their shots, most of their points have come off of layups in a fast break. They hadn't really run any offense that hurt us. So we tried to adjust and make sure we got people back, and I felt like we did that in the third quarter. We were better at stopping the break.
You guys are missing some shots down low, man. Low post inside the paint.
Yeah.
It seems like they're either hitting the bottom of the rim or they're going over and rolling over the other side.
Yeah, some of it is just a confidence thing right now. I feel like we catch the ball inside, and it's almost like we're in shock that we've got a wide open look, and so we panic a little bit. And something we work on daily, and it's just got to be a confidence thing with them.
What do you guys have next? I don't have my schedule in front
Next
of me.
we have Jerseyville on Tuesday.
Oh, that's right, a non-conference matchup, and then you're back to conference games on Thursday against Alton.
Yep.
We have that game at Alton. So between now and then, what's going to be the focus in practice?
Well, honestly, the focus is going to be just more shooting. We're going to work on shooting and finishing shots that we need to finish. Defensively, we've got, I thought, again, we gave good effort, but there were times when we got caught on backside cuts that I feel like we can adjust and change. And, having Kristen come out in the second quarter with that third foul hurts what we're trying to do. So working on making sure that she's not getting those kind of touch fouls that they're calling and that she's playing straight up and down. I feel like, honestly, I told the girls that, despite the fact that it's a loss and I hate to lose, I felt like this was a victory in a lot of ways for us tonight. I thought we played as a team. I thought we did some things right, and that from here we've got to grow and we've got to take what we did tonight and just build on it.
All right, well, we'll see you 1 week from tonight. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
That is Lori Biller, your Collinsville Lady Kahawk head coach. We'll continue to look at the scoring stats here. Leading scorer in this one was Katie Knutson. She had 22 points on the night, and she was the only Lady Kahawk in double figures. 8 points for Astasia Bush, 6 for Faith Lilligren, 5 for Riley Doyle, 4 for Kristen Mitchell, and Jenna Scheller had 3 off of the bench. Leading scorer for O'Fallon, they had 3 girls in double digits, 14 for Kayla Gordon, 13 for Amelia Bell, and 11 for Shannon Dowell. After that, Tanya Lovelace coming off the bench, got all of her points in the second half. She ended up with 8, and 3 for Aubrey Mister, and then 2 each for Paige Mueller, Avery Christopher, and Kendall Sheppy. From the lines, Collinsville went 7 of 10 from the free throw line, while O'Fallon went 10 of 19. And the three-point stripe, Collinsville hit 1 of 6. Ice cold was O'Fallon in the first half. They were 0 for 8. They ended up hitting 3 in the second half and ended up 3 of 17. Collinsville controlled the rebound battle, though, as the Kahawks out-rebounded O'Fallon tonight 24-16. But Chris Kettler was the turnovers. Collinsville with 21 of those, O'Fallon with 14. And like I said to Coach, it seemed like all 21 of those turnovers turned into points for O'Fallon.
Yeah, O'Fallon was getting back in transition, beating them down there every time the Kahawks turned the ball over. That's what led to a lot of the good amount of their points there, especially in that second quarter when O'Fallon built that lead. Like Coach said, they're going to get out there and just try their shooting here to work on in the next couple of days, because I think if you can just put the ball in the basket just a little more, that can negate some of that turning the ball over like that. If you can just put up the points there, and that's the basics that come down to that. And this is a good team out there. There's no reason for we have a 4-game losing streak and then get down about it here and then lose some more. I expect a better battle with O'Fallon the next time around when they come to our place.
Yeah, and I think, if we can put some defensive quarters together like we did in the first and the third, if you can do that for 4 quarters, you're going to be successful more times than not.
Right. I think it was a lot of great defense there in the half court sets. O'Fallon just settled for threes, and they weren't hitting them at all. So that's what you like to see as far as that goes. You just got to get back when you're turning the ball over that much. It's a conditioning thing on that part of it.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. We'll see you at Edwardsville tomorrow night, right?
Oh, of course, yes.
All right, that is Chris Kettler. I am Todd Duke. Big thanks to Lori Billy for joining us on the pre and the post-game show. And you heard right, we are following the boys tomorrow as they head to Edwardsville for a big Southwestern Conference matchup. We'll be on the air around 7:10, 7:15, depending on the JV game. And opening tip-off is scheduled for 7:30. So until tomorrow night, my name's Todd Duke for Chris Kettler and Lori Billy. Everyone have a fantastic rest of your evening.